So ladies and gentlemen, please make your way into the arena. The barriers will be shut very soon. The first match will begin in 2 minutes' time. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Finals Day in the 2018 Canary Wharf Squash Classic. This is our 15th anniversary year. First of all, just a little warning, don't worry, I'm not going to be playing any of this. We have a special anniversary exhibition coming up now between two of the great stars of the recent era of squash, two great left-handers. They've both graced this court with enormous skill and some considerable success down the years. First of all, our first player on court, twice a runner-up in the Canary Wharf Classic. Please welcome Peter Barker. And his opponent, one of the tournament co-founders, former world #1, former world champion. Please welcome Peter Nicol. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is my Michael McIntyre moment, because before the match starts, we have the very special Dunlop racket spin to see who gets the serve. And we have somebody very special who's been selected to perform the Dunlop racket spin. She celebrated her 70th birthday in January. She's sitting very close to the glass court, and she knows nothing about this at all. So will you please welcome on court, Carolyn Lowe. And it's Mr. Barker to serve, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Carolyn. Well done. Very classy racket spin there. Thank you, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, Peter and Peter will be playing best of 3, which we have very successfully in the early rounds of this tournament. Played 2-11. Two very experienced international performers. Peter Nicol, based in New York, and Peter Barker finally working for a living. The job and tradition, who very kindly sponsor the RAC team in the Premier League. So both guys still very active in the squash world. So ladies and gentlemen, who's cheering for Peter Barker? No. Who's cheering for Peter Nicol? If you need any assistance to oil those vocal cords, you know where the bar is. Now just a word up top in the VIP bar. I hope you guys are all enjoying yourselves. It's got a fairly muted response, that means they're still sober. So ladies and gentlemen, have a great evening. We have two fantastic matches for you. Make lots of noise, and I'm sure this will be a very, very special 50th anniversary finally. Thank you. I'll give this racket back to someone who knows how to use it. Thanks.
15th Canary Wharf Classic 2018 Special Anniversary Challenge. Peter Barker to serve, Peter Nicol to receive. Best of 3 games. Love all. It's a stroke. Stroke to Nicol.
He asked for a lip.
And he got a stroke. And out, 1 love. Yes, lad. 1 love. And out, 1-all.
Didn't see that one.
2-1. Down. 3-1.
Side, please.
Left.
Sure.
Sure. Down. 4-1. Hand out. 2-4.
Nice out. This is shrunk in wash.
Yes, sir. 2-4. Yes, lad. 2-4. Still 2-4.
The server really hit it, it went down.
And up. 5-2. Six, two. Got it. 7-2.
We're working on that spin.
Left, please. Left, yeah.
Come on.
Eight, two.
I mean, I'm 10 years older than he is. Can I have some sort of handicap? We should have talked about this before.
Maybe we can talk after the first game.
Okay.
Eight, two. And up. 3-8.
We hadn't got all the rest, so I assumed we were good. Oh, that's harsh.
Four, 8. And out.
That was tight.
9-4. Ten 4, game ball. 11-4. Game to Barker. Barker leads 1 game to love.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I think Peter Nicol might appreciate a little bit more support in the second game. Clearly there was a little bit of jet lag affecting his performance in that opening game. So, ladies and gentlemen, time to warm up those vocal cords and give Peter, both Peters, every encouragement in the second game. So you race them back on court, just like the old days. So Ken, can I have a massage between the next 2 games, please?
5.
Just 5. No more.
5 is a bit too much.
5 is too much? How about 6? Put it in front corner for really kind of so you can go get it.
Barker leads 1 game to love. Nicol leads 3 love.
What? That's good.
Play on, please.
Is that a point for every decade that he's older than me, or not?
Love 3. So to Barker.
Hit it!
And out. 1-3. And out. 4-1. Five, 1. And out. 2-5. All right. 3-5.
was open.
It wasn't.
It was. What do you mean it wasn't? It was. It was clearly open. See?
Still 4-6.
With the door open, that wall moved
I
slightly
gave
and
you
it hit
3
the
points
net.
already. I can't give you more.
I think I clearly do need more.
I'm trying.
Thank you.
4-6. Down. Hand out. 7-4. Eight, 4. Yes, sir. 8-4 left. Throw to Barker. Hand out. 5-8. Hand out. 9-5. Ten-5. Game ball. Not up. Hand out. 6-10. Game ball.
Sure.
7-6. Game to Nicol. 1 game all.
Thanks, Rep.
Great fight back there from Peter Nicol, 1 game all. Good job, we have our friends from Life Health teamed up by courtside. So good job we haven't got Peter's heart rate monitor wired up as well. So ladies and gentlemen, make sure you keep cheering the old boy on in the 3rd game. I think the loser is picking up the champagne bill upstairs later on after the final. So there's a bit of pressure in this 3rd game.
I don't either. Do you want it? You can have it. There you go. Thanks, man.
One game all. Nicol to serve. Level. I gave you 3, you won by 5, so you obviously don't need it. Level. No, I think we'll start with level. 1 love. Two love.
Shot. I think that was helped.
Down. Left, 3 love. And out, 1-3. Two, 3.
Got to use all the racket. Full pace.
2, 3. Stroke to Barker. And out. Full
booze.
2.
The boozer again. Boozer again. Did you miss him? Sorry.
And up, 3, 4. For all. For all.
Sorry.
Yes, lad.
Just a stroke.
No, you went the wrong way.
It's not.
No.
Just a
Right.
lead?
Lad.
You sure?
I am.
That's very nice of you.
For all.
I'd have given him a stroke. No, I wouldn't have. No. No. Score?
For all.
Shot.
And out. 5, 4. And out. 5, all. 5. And out. 6-all.
No way. No way. No way.
Seven, 6. Eight, 6. Out. Right, 9, 6.
It's my favorite position. Nice and steady. I wasn't in this position too much, to be honest.
Ten, 6. Match ball. Seven, 10. Match ball. Next to Barker, still against the ones. 11-4, 6-11, 11-7.
Gentlemen, very well done. Just so that you know, the Leica Health team is here on standby if you need any urgent medical attention.
This is just a show. I feel fine. It's an easy game. We all know it's an easy game, right? It's so easy.
Peter, how are you feeling?
Over to Pete.
Mr. Nicol, life in New York, is it treating you well?
Life in New York is amazing. I love it. I'm there with my wife Jessica and son Bodhi, who are both here tonight. And yeah, life's brilliant. Squash is great there. There's a lot going on, but it's really great to come back here. I remember 15 years ago, finishing the court off on the Monday before the start of the event, Tim Angus and I and you, Alan, getting it all going, and it's just great to see what the event's become. And I'm going to say this now because it's not said enough. The person you got to thank mostly for this event and for making it happen and growing it and continuing it is Mr. Tim Garner. So can we all please give him a round of applause?
I'll tell you something funny. When it was dress down Friday, so when I went upstairs to put my suit on earlier on, by mistake, I took Tim's suit up and not mine. So that would have been quite funny, especially seeing me squeezed into Tim's suit and Tim in mine. That would have looked really classy. But Mr. Barker, tradition, you're working for a living now. What's it like having a proper job?
Rubbish, I have to say. No, it's good. It's good. It's been a very different transition to sort of what I thought might happen after I played squash, but after the initial 6 months of getting used to the hours and obviously learning something, using your brain again after 14 years of chasing after a little white ball. So it's been fantastic. When Tim asked me to do this, I used to love coming here, playing this tournament. Of course, to play Pete on this court again, I can sort of say no to that. So thanks for inviting me. It's been great to play again, and just great to be back.
Are you claiming that as your first PSA win over Mr. Nicol?
Yeah, we were talking about that. I don't think we've played. I think we might have played once, but due to the substantial age difference, we sort of crossed over a little bit as I was coming up a little bit, and he's 10 years older than me, so he was kind of going towards the end. I would say. So it's been great. But Pete helped me a lot in my career when I was playing. When he retired, he helped me a lot. As you could probably see when we were playing, I think we sort of play, albeit him a little bit better, but quite similarly. So it's been great fun.
I'd still put that result into squash levels. That'll be worth a few points, definitely. So for both of you gentlemen, fatherhood.
Yep. Like I said, my son's here. He's 4 years old. He's an absolute champ. Yeah, I love being a father. I love having a family, and it's amazing. Very different to being a single squash player traveling the world, and I'm glad. I was done with that, so it's great.
And Mr. Barker, family life, you love it, don't you?
Yeah, it's good. It has its challenges, obviously. The washing being one of them. My wife keeps shrinking my tops. I don't think I'm putting on weight, but I think she just keeps shrinking all my clothes. But apart from that, it's fantastic. Yeah, no, unfortunately she couldn't be here tonight. She's got to look after the boys. So, but no, it's all good. Life moves on after squash, and I think when you're playing, you're so entwined in the training and the playing, and that's all you care about. But there is life after squash, and it's very enjoyable.
Peter, obviously we've trialled a best-of-3 format. You've just played best-of-3. Have you seen much of the earlier rounds this week? And if so, what are your thoughts?
I think the best-of-3 works. I think you can get through 4 matches in an evening, and I think the testament was that everyone was still here in the 4th match. There's been many years where the 4th match is half empty after having a sold-out crowd because it's just too long and it's too much. I think it's great for the audience, it's great for the tournament, and it's going to be great for the players as well. I think the level of squash will go up a notch again because the players are going to be fitter, they're going to have less injuries, and the pace will go up because it's best-of-3. So I think it's nothing but positive. I think it's going to be exciting. I hope you all agree. It's a transition and it's a change, and you've got to, when you do change something, it might take a little while for people to get used to it, but I think it's going to work very well for the tour.
Thank you, Peter. Peter, your thoughts, please?
I completely agree. I think I mentioned at work that I think some of the top players probably not enjoying it as much because they don't get the protection that perhaps they maybe deserve or they want. But it is a leveler because it's a shorter format. But I think I agree with Pete. I think the testament was that we saw 2 fantastic matches last night in the semi-finals. In the past, the players have been a little bit jaded for the semi-finals, and hopefully they'll have enough in the tank for a great match tonight.
Peter, I remember you saying some years ago when we were talking about all your head-to-head matches with Jonathan Power, and they were obviously classic encounters, but I remember you saying to me often one of you might have been a bit tired by the time you got to the final, and they weren't always as great as you would have wished them to be.
Who are you talking about?
That guy with the curly hair from Canada. Used to enjoy some interesting training activities.
Yeah. No, we didn't have many close matches because exactly like people were saying, I mean, you get tired by the final comes round, and we both kind of knew each other's games. So I think it's much better now. Obviously, the bigger events, the British Opens, the World Opens will always maintain, like the Grand Slams in tennis will always maintain the best of 5. But I think for the other events, this is perfect. So.
Well, gentlemen, thank you very much indeed for some wonderful entertainment to start the evening. I will ask you to stay close to the court, and we'll invite you back on for a photo call in a minute. So, ladies and gentlemen, Peter Barker and Peter Nicol. Ladies and gentlemen, every year it's our pleasure to host the Corporate Challenge, the Canary Wharf Corporate Challenge. This year, the tournament was sponsored by Leica Health, our official healthcare partners, and now it's my great privilege to welcome onto board the chairwoman of Leica Health, Mrs. Prima Suviskara. That's a cute Prima, big hand. It's lovely to see you. I hope you and the team have really enjoyed yourselves with the tournament. Now I hear that you have a little speech.
See that one?
Seven.